And hello YouTube and everyone for the step number 4 of the TMGL Fall 2021. The current standings, I have the current standings right here. So for the moment it is Grenade with 510 points, Massa in second place, Afi, Aurel, Scrappy, Brand, Papu, Binks, Carl Jr., Mudda, Pack, Spam, Worker, Gwen, Kappa and Tween. So Mudda in 10th, but is only 7 points away from the 6th position. So it's not a problem for Mudda. And I'm gonna spec mostly Mudda, because this is the Edelweiss stream, so of course I'm gonna spec Mudda, but when Mudda is not in a fight or when we have time, we are gonna look obviously at the first positions. If you want to see the global stream, there is a virtual in English, but we are going on the first map on the edge. Quick map presentation right here. 1 second here. Perfect. So yeah, on the edge, 4th time we see this map. We have seen it at every step for the moment, and it will be the last one, because after that Pole Party is gonna be the first map, and this one will be kicked out of the map pack and be replaced by what's the new one? Bolt holes, I believe, for the next step. So yeah, on the edge, quite technical track compared to the other ones, and pretty fun map. Usually on first laps we don't see a lot of mistakes. The only really big mistakes that players usually do is clipping the inside of the holes or the outside of the road here with the poles. So you have to do a little tap drift and then precision between the holes and the poles, which Mudda is actually training. And we have 10 seconds left. So yeah, you don't want to clip anything because you are in freewheel, so you don't have your engine. And if you clip too much, you have to respawn, and if you clip a bit, you lose a ton of speed. So yeah, we go into lap number 1 on the first map on the edge, and we will play 4 maps in 6 laps, and then the last maps will be played in 2 laps in rounds. And we have the multiplier, as always. I think for the viewers that are looking at the step number 4 knows the format. And sadly we have a little touch from Mudda on the first lap. Not a good start from Mudda, sadly, but only lost about 1.5 seconds on the first place. So yeah, it is totally doable for top 8. Usually you want top 8 because it gives 25 points to the first players and then 15 points for the top 8, and then we drop down to 5 points only for the 9th. So you do really want the oof, and clipped the poles. Is not in a good positions here. Carl Jr. as well in 15th. We don't see that a lot these days. And in the top it is Pack. I think Pack, if I remember correctly, Pack was already first last week on this map and was really fast. Or was it Massa? I don't know, because we played too much step on this map now. But I think Massa once was in first and Pack as well. Why do you speak English? Because I'm casting an Australian player, so it's logical to speak in English for the cast. How did TMGL Challenger goes? It went pretty good. You can see it on the Twitch VOD, or you have the results on the TMGL Twitter. So yeah, no fail on this identity, and Mudda didn't fail on the lap number 2. Hopefully he will save, or not save, don't fail the others. Other ghost mode maybe, so we see nicknames and players are really close. No, we don't. It just disappears. Even if I have like the ghost, the normal ghost, it just disappears. So we do have Pack that lost some positions here. Was in first, and now it is Gwen in first position. Maybe Gwen got some motivation because he wasn't playing at his best on the last 3 steps. And right now he's in first position. Mudda still in last, sadly. Okay, no fail here. Aurel clipped, so lost a lot of speed and will drop down to last place. Mudda will be in 15th after his after Aurel's fate. Here we have a close fight between Bran, Kappa and Spam. Not that far away from the top, only 1 second. Renati. 0.4 here between the 8th and the 9th. Oh, maybe Mudda on Carl Jr. Carl Jr. lost a bit on the reactor part. And we have 2 laps to go after this identity. Mudda with a bit more speed maybe. He needs so many fails to be able to get top 8. Kappa made one. Kappa made one, so he will be in 13th because he overtook Twin at the last second. Okay, Twin with good speed maybe, not that much. And I think Carl Jr. has way more speed. Cut jump from Mudda to reduce air time and gain more speed at the end. It is very close. Only 1 second. 1 lap to go after this one, so it's still doable, but as I said, needs a lot of fails. And players are not making any mistakes for the moment. Okay, in front. Happy a bit way less speed than Grenadi. And I think Mudda made another mistake, sadly, so he will be last right now. What do you think of Carl Jr. perf this season? It's quite hard to say because we are used to see him in the top positions, but the new format is not how to say that. He's not playing as he should to be first. He's a lot safing. Like he just took the 2x, yeah. He's safing maybe a bit too much on the multiplier. Yeah, I mean, I don't really believe when Carl Jr. is saying he doesn't care. And it was last lap, but Mudda is in last, so yeah. Gwen in first, Massa in second, Pack in third, Bran in fourth, then Grenadi, Affy, Spam, Scrappy, and then we had 0.1 only between Papu that takes the best lap with 109. he prefers the World Cup as TMGL. Yeah, I mean that's obvious for every players because we prefer the format of the World Cup. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the format. It's 7th for 9th now. No, it's 7 because Papu took the fastest lap. So it's usually 5. But he got the +2. The problem with the format is that players don't like to play. Because it doesn't reward the best players for them. And it's only made for the viewers. And that's why every player, almost every players are saying, yeah, I don't give a shit, it's just random, etc. Kind of. Maybe motivation from Carl Jr. has dropped because of this. But I've seen his tweets about the new format, and he still thinks that this format is better than the point losses. TMGL is a show, and since we are here to spectate, it does part of the job. Yeah, totally. But I don't think players likes to participate in a show, and they prefer the World Cup because it's a more normal way to do a tournament, I would say. So yeah, we go into pole party in 6 laps, and hopefully Mudda will do better than his last map. Maybe he didn't touch too much the on the edge map, because it's the last time that we see it. Hopefully he will do good on this one, pole party, which we will see next week on first map. And don't forget, guys, we have the cheer extension on the screen, so you can cheer for Mudda, and maybe one day we will hear "Go Mudda." For the moment, Mudda in 14th. Not with the best start. We had a huge fail from back, losing 10 seconds on the first position. It's quite surprising. Oh, spam with a little touch. RL going very wide, losing a lot of speed. Mudda needs a lot of speed here, not drifting too much, going outside to get more speed, and we see that he's leaving Carl Jr. a bit and joining Grenady on 9th place. You don't want to go too much outside, but you want to keep as much speed as possible, and Walker failed a bit his line on the dirt part and will drop. Now Mudda is in the green. Hopefully he stays in it. Grenady is not okay with that. It's still only lap 2. But he has to send it. We have Afi with a comfortable lead with almost 0.4 on 2nd place. Doing very good from BDS Afi. Yeah, close fight with Grenady for the 8th position. With Mudda we have Carl Jr. in 9th as well. Trying his best. How does it work, the cheering? I mean, you mouse over, you click on the extension, and you should be able to cheer. It's not... Usually extension are pretty easy to use. Yeah, Mudda still in ninth. 0.26 away from the green. Ooh, that was very outside for Kappa and inside for Grenadi on the thin road. Okay, good speed, I believe, for Mudda. Is overtaking Scrappy here, maybe on this jump, totally. But he needs a good good turn here. Good speed. Where is Scrappy? Scrappy is a bit far. Yeah, almost 0.1. Good speed from Mudda and Scrappy. It's even. Scrappy with a better line here on the flying lap jump. Who took a bit of sand, so he lost some speed. Mudda needs a good turn here, very inside, and will take the 8th place. He needs top 8 with that +1 at the last last map. He really needs it. It's really a 1v1 between Scrappy and Mudda at the moment. Oh wait, who failed? I was looking at chat for 1 second. Well, I don't know. I don't know how it was. Nepak had a 10-second disadvantage. He failed the first lap and was 10 seconds behind, and now he's 10 seconds behind the first place. So he would have done a really good job if he didn't fail the first lap. That's something to mention. He has a very good pace. Maybe he wants the best lap, and at the moment he has it. With the 116, Binks failed, will go down, and Mudda is still in 8th. Bren lost a lot of speed. He was in 3rd position, lost about 0.6 at least, and Gwen is challenging Afi on 1st place. We'll have 1 lap to go after this. Oh, and Mudda could maybe snipe Scrappy for 7th. Will be even here. We have 1 lap after this, but I want to quickly spec Afi versus Gwen on 1st place. Ooh, Mudda sadly failed his identity and will drop in 10th, but sadly he has a lot of time to recover here. Almost 3 seconds to be able to be top 8. And RL is not that far, 0.4, so he might be 10th. We'll see. So now we have for the last lap a fight between Afi and Gwen for the 25 points. Gwen actually already took 1st place on the last map. Maybe he will try to go for the perfect. I mean, a perfect would include the best lap, and Papu took the first map, and now it is looking like that Pack will get the +2 points. Gwen will get his identity, but Afi has way more speed, and it will be Afi for 4,000 of a second taking the first. That was an insane snipe from Afi on the inside. And sadly, Mudda will finish in 9th, 3 seconds away from Tween. Spam made a mistake and got 11, was in 9th. So yeah, that was so close between Afi and Gwen for the first place. If Gwen took the last turn more inside, I think he would have get it, but Afi had more speed. And thank you very much, Fromage Boy, for the 2 months in a row. So yeah, we go into Clash mode. So as you know here, you are going to play, guys. If you type ++ in the chat, you will go forward, then -, you will go backward. 2 arrows to the left will turn to the left, same for the right turn, and then RS is only for me and mods. And the car has a top speed of 50 km/h, so we won't go too fast, but we have boosters on this one. I think on the booster parts we really want to go forward. We will wall slide anyway, so I think wall slide will be good. Then some dirts. Dirts is scary. So yeah, we go here, forward, forward, forward. Yeah, think of the delay, but this is perfect. Go, yeah, perfect, perfect, right? Bit too early, but it is still very good. Okay, left, 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 right. Back, nah, that's a RS. Oh, we were doing so good. Okay, guys. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play with you. Okay, good. Wait, this is way too hard. Way too hard. Yeah, we have to backward, backward, and then some of you turn to the right. That's rip. We are all stuck here. Only Grenadi made it. What? Do I RS on this? Don't think so. I think we're gonna get stuck in the same place after that. Just go back, guys. Just minus. And then here we go right. Why is someone turning left? I don't get it. Yeah, just RS, guys. Maybe we can wall slide here again. Okay, and now snipe the right. Okay, good. Forward. Perfect. Forward. We will, yeah. Okay, perfect. Can we make it to the booster? It's just forward. Don't forget, guys, that you have delay. So don't play like it was... What is Massa doing? Don't play like it was live on your screen. Think of the delay. Okay, you have about 10 to 5 seconds delay. Here, I think we're gonna go plus plus. Only plus plus here. You don't need to turn, because after that we will wall slide if we... Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, just go forward. We could maybe take 5th. I think Carl Jr. is already there. Forward, forward, forward. At least the last checkpoint. And that's it. That is 6th. We had an insane start, but sadly... Carl Jr. Carl Jr. in backward trying to get the 1 lap in it. Yeah, congrats guys. Congrats. That was pretty good. Sadly we overwalled at the first try. Happens. So yeah, we're going to the vertigo map, the pipe maps, and don't forget you can cheers for Mudda on the extension. If you just mouse over, you have an extension, you click on it and then vote for Mudda, and he will maybe have more than 3 hearts, but 3 is already pretty good. So yeah guys, this is Vertigo. We have a quick presentation here. Here we see again this map in 6 laps for the 2nd time. But 3rd time we see this map. Perfect. So, will this be okay? We've seen on TMGL Challenger last week, we've seen I think it was like 6 respawns on the first lap, but last week on this TMGL we saw I think 2 respawns on the first lap. And I guess we are gonna have 0 respawn on the first lap. Every players is gonna save. Okay, we go with Mudda's POV on this first lap on Vertigo. Another map made by Popwet, and for the moment no mistake from any players. About 0.2 between the first and the second players, which is scrappy in the last position, between the last and the first, sorry. And Mudda is in 3rd position. Very good start. Don't risk it too much. That's good safe. Not a lot of speed. We had some fields. We had Papu and Massa, and Worker and Kappa. Yeah, that's more than what I expected. But I don't think Worker did respawn. Sorry, I think he just saved a lot. Okay, good transition into the 2nd lap from Mudda. Good speed. Staying in 6th place for the moment. Grenadi with a very good turn, keeping a lot of speed. Okay, we have a twin right behind us. And also Pack. Okay, will Mudda get sniped? He got overtook by Pack, I believe. Scrappy also right here. And RL with better speed on the freewheel parts. Okay, Mudda, I think is risking a bit on this part. Scrappy, not too much speed for the entry of the third lap. Yeah, Mudda got some space, but Aurel is coming back strongly here for the 5th position. Yeah, Gwen is doing very good on this step for the moment. With first place on first map, second place on the second map, and now is looking good in first place with 1 second in front of the second place. So yeah, Mudda is saving a bit this turn, this pipe turns, but staying is in the top 8 is a must for him at the moment, with only 6 points after 2 maps. This is a bit hard. Yeah. Hopefully he will do top 8 on this map, and is looking good here with good speed, overtaking a lot of players. Yeah, this is so close between top 5 and 8. 4 players. Oh, Pack made a mistake. So Carl Jr. is in top 8 now. And we still have Scrappy, Aurel, and Mudda. But Mudda again gained some space, and here he's always losing, and Scrappy respawned. Gwen as well was in first, but respawn maybe tried a bit too much on the pipe turns. Got maybe a bit too much confidence after 3 laps, and Afi losing some speed. And that's good for Mudda because he's getting in 3rd position right now. Afi still holding in 4th. And Bren getting 1st because Gwen failed. Pretty good for him. But we have a lot of points for Bren, Grenadi and Afi. And here we have 4 players in the top 8 with less than 10 points. That's surprising. That's surprising, and Afi going very fast on this pipe. But lost some speed due to his shaky pipe turns. Mudda in 3rd. Carl Jr. is very close. But again, Mudda gained some time on the other players. Might be able to stay in 3rd here. Only 1 lap to go. This is pretty good. Need to release here to get as much speed as possible, sorry. To be able to stay in the 5th gear here. So after the freewheel you start with better speed. Will Afi once again overtaking? Yeah. Good turn. I think he's saving for top 8 because he needs it. Aurel got in 5th. Mudda on the last pipe. Maggie can get some places here. Very good fight with Aurel. Aurel outside, and it will be Mudda in 5th position. And that's good points for him with 18 points added to his total of 6 points. Will be 24 points going into the 4th map. Pretty good. That's a GG. Honestly, top 8 is always good on these maps. Because the gap is way too hard. And we see a lot of players with more than 20 points. Consistency is key, yeah. And he didn't try too much on the pipes to save it. Unlike Gwen, that was just going ham on the first 3 laps and choked once and is not in the top 8. And now it is Afi going in first into the 4th map. Bren in second with 61. Very good step from Bren at the moment. Grenadi in 3rd, Gwen, Massa, Pack, Scrappy, Carl Jr. and Mudda in 9th with 24. But still 1 map to go. And the last map, obviously with the multiplier, that will decide everything. Massa 7 hearts. Yeah, Massa has a big community. A big community behind him. Anyway. So yeah, if you remember this map, last week it was played in 2 laps and we had a lot of different lines between the players. As you can see, there is some players drifting, there is some other taking outside lines in the dirt, inside, some are drifting here. Like it's so much fun to see so many lines possible, and like this is not a good line though, but at least it's doing he's doing it in the warm-up. Gee, we have so many lines. That's honestly unbelievable. I think he cast in English only to make this joke. Maybe that's why. Okay, we go into the 4th map. Here we have Twin, I think, going very wide and gaining a lot of speed on the players. Not working this time, but usually we saw Mime doing this line in the TMGL Challenger and was paying off a lot. And actually I think Grenadi made a big mistake, losing up to 5 seconds on the first lap, but he has 59 points, so he should be fine, honestly, for the last map. Yeah, we have a pack going outside here, and Carl Jr. is using Mime line. Are you sure? On the identity? Or maybe you're talking about the start. No, he's not. It's only Binks. Binks and Scrappy are doing the Mime line on the identity, I believe. Oh, Afi with a big mistake. Need to respawn and will end up in 15th. Papu very inside. We see Binks as well, coming back with a lot of speed. Mudda very outside here. Yeah, Carl Jr. is doing it's not someone's line, it's like we saw Afi last week doing this line. We saw Mime obviously doing this line last week and this week. And Pack is really the only one doing this. And last week Pack was doing the water bounce, and now is opting for drift, and then drift into no drift. Here Mudda Bing's line on the identity is paying off a lot, and Bing's only with 5 points after 3 maps. That must be heartbreaking, but he's actually in first, so that would be good for him. And everyone is, as you said, additive. Everybody is so close. We only have about 2 seconds between Massa dropped. Aurel dropped. 2 seconds between 1st and 9th. But it looks like only the players that made a mistake are not in the top 8. Only Aurel is in the call for not top 9 with a good race at the moment. And Mudda still in the top 5 at the moment. We still have 3 laps to go. Very outside here to gain some speed, and it paid off. Carl Jr. and Twin got overtook on the identity. Okay, very wide. Will we see Mudda come back here? Totally, with a bit more speed than Twin. And we can clearly see the fight between Carl Jr. and Mudda and Twin. Pack going wide. Will this pay off? Really doesn't look like. Here, Pack going for a drift. Then no drift. Mudda going for no drift in the whole section. Okay. Good water parts, very outside. We'll have more speed than Carl Jr. going into the 5th lap. But Carl Jr. will take outside here. Will he come back to Mudda? Not that much. It seems like inside is paying off for Mudda. But Pack, very close. Ooh, small slowdown on the landing for Pack. We have Carl Jr. trying to get his 4th place. Gwen failing. And Mudda is now in 3rd place. Only 1 lap to go after this identity. Mudda is fighting. Mudda wants his 3rd positions, wants good points going into the multiplier map. After his initial 2 maps fail, he's now doing very good. Oh, Spam also failing. And Mudda is now in 2nd place, but Carl Jr. is not that far away. He's on our back. Will his outside line pay off? It kinda did this time. Okay, here they are both going outside, but Mudda a bit more inside. Okay, Spam and Carl Jr. in 3rd and 4th. And Binks is holding the 1st place since the beginning, I believe. Since lap 1, he's in 1st place in the zone. Okay. Very good. Mudda needs 1 more identity and Binks! And it could be the 1st place for Mudda here. Spam on our back. Maybe Mudda with a better outside, and it will be Spam taking the 1st place. Mudda in 2nd place. Carl Jr. in 3rd. Pack, Gwen, Aurel, Twin, Papu, Bran, Worker, Kappa, and Binks finishing in 12th. He was 1st all the time during this map. That must be heartbreaking. Scrappy in 13, Grenadi, Afi, and Massa. So yeah, that's good points for Mudda. Even though he didn't finish 1st, 2nd is still a very good place, and he's still in 9th, but has some good points for the multiplier. And we will go into the last map. I have a quick video presentation and an onboard video. If I have time, we'll see. I missed it. Here, launchpad. So yeah, this new map is very special. We had a map like this, like Flyback, I believe it was called, where you fly with the reactor boost. Here we see ice for the first time on this TMGL Fall 2021, and the big jump here. We're gonna switch directly to the onboard video that we have a run from Massa, so we can see clearly how it is played. The drift here, then full speed on the grass, reactor, and here you arrive a bit too fast, so you have to release on the grass, then little jump, take as much speed as you can on the entering the ice part, then you have 2 ice slides. Here release a bit to make this turn, then full speed, plastic turn, finishing wide to get as much speed as possible. Auto drift here, a little jump to be able to drift, and here you fly and you take the 2 checkpoint rings, take this reactor, and going for another full lap. We go back to the game because we have the first lap starting out, and we have Mudda here on our screen. Will he go for 2x? So he said to us one time that with less than 50 points he goes for 3 and 4 and 5x. So maybe he, I don't know, because last time he was surprised how well they played this map. So maybe he will take the 2x if he's first at this this round. Yeah, I mean, the skin is another topic, it's only taste. I don't really like it either, but if Mudda is feeling good with this skin, then he can use it. Right now we have Gwen after 1 lap, Gwen and Afi in first and second position. Mudda is doing pretty good on this lap. Ooh, drift here works out for him. Gwen holding his first position, but maybe will DNF and taking more than 68 points, because I think Gwen with his first 3 steps, that he needs a good multiplier if he wants to make into playoffs. Right now on the last jump, Gwen is doing good and will DNF, and Afi is taking his 2x and will be to 126 points. So yeah, Gwen DNFing. Did Afi got baited? Maybe. If he plays with cars off, he might got... but I think he's fine. Afi is happy. I'm pretty sure Afi is happy with 126. Don't know. And thank you, Fantasy, for the 6 months resub. Okay, we go into the second round. Is still a 2x so your points will be multiplied by 2 if you finish this map in first. Afi cannot play anymore. If you are wondering if you can like take multiplier, but you can't. So Afi is not playing anymore, and we have 1 lap to go. Mudda still doing good. I think he's going for 2x. Ooh, and sadly, not too much height on this jump. Gwen won't take this. We already know that Gwen will DNF at the end, so really the first player at the moment is Massa. Overtaking Binks on the turn, and Gwen will go for a walk on the outside. I don't know what he's doing. Kappa fading. Ooh, wait, that's not a good respawn. Okay, Binks in first place, followed by Massa. Point 13 between the players here, point 18. Binks is gaining some territory, but will he fail the end like he did in the last map? Okay, Massa full sending, but Binks, no, not good landing. Was it on purpose from Binks? You may say like he has only 8 points, he don't give a shit, but I don't think so. I don't think so, because in the league his direct opponents wasn't Massa, so maybe he gave the multiplier to Massa. Because he wants to deny. He DNF'd, yeah, I know, but he might have failed his last jump. I think he did it on purpose. I think so too. Binks shouldn't care about the 2x. The only thing that can save is a 5x. It's better to deny a 5x? I don't think so. I think it depends on the player, because like denying a 5x to, let's say, Afi isn't worth for Binks. It's better to deny a 2x from Papu, let's say. You see what I mean? But he just don't know if who is the second. Anyway, we go into the last map. Pack for the moment in first place. Oh, Worker in first place, Grenade in second. Pack actually made a mistake, so dropped down to 8th. But only the first place matter, and Mudda is coming back, but has a 0.4 to gain. Maybe with a good ice parts. Good transition. Made his I don't know how to say it, but is now only 0.1 away from Kappa. Worker with a better trajectory than Mudda. He needs a good end. If he wants a 2x, oh, touching the wall. Kappa and Worker, I think they will both take the 2x, and what, Worker? What happened from Worker? I think he touched this CP but didn't took it. Yeah, and arrived here. So yeah, that's Kappa taking it. 48 points for him. I mean, when you fail a step, you prefer to have at least a multiplier. He tried, he missed. He was in front of the finish, but he missed one checkpoint. He missed a ring in the identity. So yeah, we have one round left for the 2x's, and then we will play for the 3x, and here Mudda with a very good line on the dirt. A bit too much outside and will clip. I don't think I don't want to give advice, but I don't think you should drift on this turn. But maybe it's because he had still the icy wheels. You can't, since reset is after the CP. Oh wait, you're talking about something else. Thank you TDDC for the 15th month resub. I mean, Mr. Mac, it's hard to explain why this is the best way to do the identity, so it's better to try it yourself on the map. But basically your reactor stops right before the drop, or maybe you can land with it, but you have to take the ring if you want to zoop for the last lap. Maybe I will explain with Cam 7. Okay, we arrive into the last identity, Binks. Oh, Massa tried. Was that Massa? It was Grenady. Okay, Scrappy taking it, Binks. DNFing again. So, I'm pretty sure the first fail in the round number 2 when Binks failed, it was on purpose, actually. And here he gave it to Scrappy, which is far away from him. Okay, for the identity, quickly show you because it's first lap. So you take both rings, and then if you go here, you will arrive, and then you don't have the reactor. So you have to take this one and get it, and you will have wet wheels if you don't take this reactor, and then you lose too much time doing this. And thank you Vertigo for 13th month resub. Okay, sorry guys, I skipped lap 1 because it's always a bit boring, but it isn't boring this time because Mudda is in first position. After 1 lap, he still has 1 lap to do. Okay, good transition here, good speed, almost too much inside. Papu is 0.3 behind, 0.4, 0.5. 0.5. Mudda 0.5 ahead. Come on. Honestly, 3x would be very good for Mudda. Very, very good. $138. Oh, Papu touched. Okay, only spam. I'm gonna spec Mudda. Come on, you can do it. Almost 1 second. Only the end. Perfect. Calm and steady. Perfect. Forward. And that's it for Mudda, taking 138 points with the 3x. Perfect. Congrats. I'm so happy for him, because now he will go in in the league. He will be 6th, but we still have some players, like Bren can get 1, Gwen, anyway, it's not the end. At the moment he's 6th, but we still have some multiplier. Go Bings for the 5x. Honestly, that would be good for us. That would be very good. Who was that? Well, well, that was Binks. Oh, who was that? When? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, for the moment, Bren would be happy with the 3x, I believe, with 66. Still 1 lap to go. We have Pack with 58. Okay, pretty good flying lap for Pack. Good speed. Okay. Honestly, I'm for Bren here. Go Bren. Yeah, sorry guys. Okay, RL fighting with Pack for the 2nd place. And Bren, Pack is getting closer. RL as well. RL good speed on this part, but needed to turn too much. Oh wait, that was Pack. Okay, RL on the last identity. RL, I don't mind. And it is Pack. Great fight. It was a good race. But maybe Pack did that so that Bren can get a better multiplier. Because Pack is kind. Okay. We go for a 4x. And Gwen already 0.6 behind. So he will go for 5x, I believe, unless he just plays out of his mind and taking the 1st place on this round, but I don't believe it. Okay, Binks, very good. Binks taking a 4x. Would be pretty interesting. So he can deny the 4x to the others. That's his main goal. His main goal is not to... Oh, yeah, well... Main goal for Binks is not to have more points. It's mostly to... Bren clipping the inside. Yeah, for Binks it's mostly to deny the multiplier to the other players. Like Papu, which is in a fight with him in the league standings. So yeah, RL and Papu, 1st and 2nd, 0.2. RL 0.3 behind actually. And we have the last part coming up. Maybe more speed from RL. He has a good line here. Didn't do it this time. Maybe it was Pack last time I expect. Anyway, we arrive at the last jump. Low airtime from RL. Very good line, and we'll take it. Insane ending from RL. He even like did a little zoop on this CP. Like he was so low and it paid off so much. So yeah, congrats to RL for taking the 4x. And now 156 points. And we go into the very last lap. At the very last round, sorry. 2 laps. Binks already failed. Already 0.8 away from the 1st place. Gwen? I want to see Gwen like playing out of out of his mind, like no brain. Okay. Good start. But when Gwen is playing, it's just... it's just something else. He proved it a lot of times. Didn't prove it in the first 3 steps, but when Gwen is trained and motivated, it's something. Okay, spam worker DNF, Bing's 2 seconds away. We still have Carl Jr. 0.8 sorry, away. But the fight is between Gwen and Papu, even though Gwen is 0.3 in front at the moment. Come on, Banks. 2 seconds. Papu clipped. It's only up to Grenadi. Will Gwen DNF the 5x? I'm just kidding. Wait, that was a bad joke. No one would do that. Okay, Gwen, 16 points. Last jump, last identity. Okay, 1.5 seconds. And that's an easy win from Gwen. 2:09. Is that like very good? 2:09 on the last map. I'm gonna check the world record. That's basically... was that 2:09 how many? How much? 2:09 what? Because if we take a look at the world record, we have a 2:09.2, 0.3, 0.3, 0.5, 0.7. So yeah, that was pretty good. That was not a PB. Because I don't know why. Maybe it's not the same version. Anyway, the final standings of the TMGL after this step number 4. We have Aurel in first position with 632 points. Afi in second, Massa, Grenadi was first and is now 4th. And I think so far we always had a different winner after each step. Or maybe step 1 and 2 it was Aurel? I don't know. I don't remember. Step 1 Afi? No, step 1 Aurel, step 2 Afi, step 3 Grenadi, and now Aurel again. So yeah, Scrappy in 5th. Then Gwen, Mudda, Pack, Brand, Carl Jr., Papu Bing, Spam Worker, Kappa in Tween, and Mudda in 7th. Gwen overtook Mudda. He gained so many points in one go. But yeah, if Gwen is motivated again, he just can climb up to first. I think he has the potential. We'll see. It was one step like this. We'll see if it continues. Do you know why only Gwen took outside on the first turn, while it looks way faster than the other one? I didn't see that. If twin perfect and go for 5x, it's not over. Honestly, it's not over. But Gwen is another case than twin, because Gwen has the potential. I'm not saying like twin has not the potential. Sorry, the potential, but you know what I mean. Anyway, for YouTube, that was the end of the cast. Hopefully you liked it. And we see us next Sunday for the TMGL step number 5. See you, YouTube.